am so excited because I just finished 100 days with VIPKID, and I can hardly believe it. It went by so fast. I just wanted to tell you about what the last 100 days have been like with VIPKID. So I started back in October, and it has been such a blessing for my family and for me, because I used to teach in the classroom, and then I had 2 little girls, and so I decided to stay at home. And it has been such a blessing to be able to contribute to my family and be able to spend some time with some kids and be able to teach them again. And so I have been doing it since October. That would be 100 days. And I really didn't start until November 1st because I signed up and signed my contract, I think, October 28th or 29th or somewhere in there. And it was right before weekend. I was like, I'll start Monday. How many of us do that? I'll start on Monday. That's Secret Monday. Well, anyways, I started in October because my sister-in-law was saying about how much she loved it. And she had been doing it for about 10 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks at that point. And I was like, all right, well, if she can do it, I can do it, I think. I had heard about VIPKID a couple years ago because my friend had tried, and she is an absolute wonderful teacher. And I was like, all right, I'll see how she does. Well, she didn't really care for it. She liked being really in the classroom, and it just didn't fit for her. And so I didn't really try it because I was like, well, if it didn't work for her, then it's not going to work for me. But my sister-in-law was like, I'm telling you, this is the job for you. This is what you want to do. And she was so right. So I signed up in October. I went through all the process and everything, signed the contract. And then November started. It was the first week. And remember, start on Monday. Well, I had about 5 bookings. And I didn't open up a ton of slots that week because I wanted to get comfortable. I wanted to get my feet wet and just know what exactly to do, because even though you practice for the mock test and all that, it's still a little nerve-wracking. I remember the very first morning, and I'm like, my stomach was all in knots because I'm about to be with my very first kid, and I was just like, oh my goodness, what is going to happen? But it went great. And so I was so excited after that first week, and I was ready for the second week. And then I got this many bookings. 0. You're right. 0. And I was so upset. But I knew my sister-in-law was like, don't get discouraged. It'll be okay. And she was right. So that week I went through and I updated my profile video. I updated my profile picture, and because I wasn't really teaching classes, I could spend more time on that kind of stuff. And I got all my certifications that I could apply for. So I applied for 1st through 5th. And what else did I did workshops. Every workshop that fit into my schedule, I did. And I'll tell you, I learned so much that one week. And I felt ready for the next week. Well, the next week I had 12 bookings. 12! I was so excited. And even though I kept reading on the Facebook page and different things like, I have 56 bookings, I've only been there 2 weeks, and all these different stories, and I was happy for those people, but at the same time I was like, I've had 20. And I ended up finishing November with 27 classes. And it was exciting, and I was excited about it, but I was a little bummed, and I was trying just not to get focused on the number, and it was so good. So December came, and I again had 12 bookings, and 12 was like a consistent number, and I opened 25 a week, and so 12 was half of what I was opening, but it was fine. I was getting to try meet new kids, and try out different lessons, and really find my sweet spot with teaching. And so then the holidays came, And the week of Christmas, I guess some of the teachers must have taken off and their kids needed somewhere to go. So I had 26 classes in 1 week, and I did not work on Christmas. So it was a busy week, but it was so much fun. And the following week, the first week in January, was the same way. Well, those teachers came back. And of course, their regulars wanted them. And so they kind of slowly died off. But I did get to keep a couple. And it was really fun getting to meet all those new kids. And then getting to really hone in on how I wanted to be the teacher. Not focused on how other people were going to teach, but how I wanted to teach. And so January was pretty slow after the holidays, and then it's Chinese New Year. So it wasn't that great. I ended up in December I taught 76 classes, and in January I ended up with 64 classes. And I was still very excited. And so this week though is the first week of February. I have 15 regulars that I teach almost every day. I feel like I teach them throughout the week. And so I have 15 kids that I see every week, and it's been so good. And the fun part about regulars is you get to really know them. Like, one of them was telling me about her grandfather's birthday, and another one was telling me about dance class, and she's going through all these homework books because of everything going on in China. They're not in school, and so she's just going through all these homework books, and she shows them to me every day. So it's been really, really good. I just don't want you to get discouraged. If you're one of those people like me that at the very start, it's slow. And sometimes that's just how it is. And that's okay. Don't get discouraged. I promise you it is worth it, and that it will happen. And it will do well. And so at 100 days of VIPKID, I still really love it. It's great. I loved teaching the kids. All the lessons are right there for you, and it's just so fun, and I want to say easy, but sometimes it's not. But some advice I want to give you is, one, do not get discouraged. It's very easy to do, but it's not worth it. Everybody is different. Some people are going to just soar right away. And other people, it's going to take that time to build up. And that's okay. Number 2, when you have a break, take the workshops. They are so, so beneficial. And there's a ton of people, even on YouTube, that you can just learn from. And, I mean, you're here. So, you know what YouTube is. And so, go on there and look up the different people. Also, get your trial certification. This is a big one. A lot of my classes during those months where I did not have regulars were trials. Because that second week where I had 0 bookings, that's I got my trial certifications, and it was so worth it. You have about 5 lessons that are based on their level. You teach over and over and over again to different kids. And if they sign up, you get some extra bonus, which is great. But don't get your hopes up. But it is fun, and it makes you have that practice because you're seeing and evaluating every single time you teach, which is what good teachers do. They evaluate how they can be better. And so get the trial certification. It is so worth it. Also, if you aren't fully booked for a day, the last couple weeks, I have been opening up my short notice bookings. And it is so worth it. Now, my one trick about short notice bookings is I never open it up for my first available class. Because you only have 15 minutes. And if you are sleeping, that's 15 minutes to get yourself awake. And you're counting on the VIPKID alarm to go off to alert you that you have a short notice booking. So you have to get yourself awake, get yourself looking okay for the video, somewhat. I mean, you know, brush your teeth, put your hair in a ponytail, something. But yes, so I never set up my first booking of the day. I set it up for the time that I know that I'll definitely be awake, and then after that. So I normally wake up around 4:30 because my husband leaves for work at that time. Not leaves, but that's the time he gets up for work. And so I normally wake up with him. And if I have a 5 o'clock booking, that's fine. But I don't ever set up for that 5 o'clock booking because, for short notice, because I want time to really look at the lesson and be able to pull the props that I definitely need. So that is my tip with short notice bookings. You go ahead and do what you want, but I just like to stay on the cautious side. So those are my tips. Don't get discouraged. Take the workshops, get your trial certifications, and open short notice bookings. And I promise you that VIPKID will be wonderful for you. Anyways, that is all I have. 100 days of VIPKID. If you are interested in signing up for VIPKID and you have not done so, feel free to email me. My email is below. Feel free to email me and I can get you the information or help you through the process. If you already signed up for VIPKID and you're just starting, I really, really hope that you find this encouraging and that you're not going to give up. Don't get discouraged. I promise you it will be worth it. And so that's all I have. All right. Have a wonderful day. Bye.